How shame can hold you prisoner. Shame is defined as a painful emotion caused by the consciousness of guilt, shortcoming, or quality. In psychology, shame comes from the awareness that one has broken social norms, personal standards, or moral expectations, leading to feeling of inadequacy or disgrace. Unlike guilt, which focuses on specific behaviors, shame targets the self itself, creating the thought of I am bad rather than I did something bad. That often triggers withdrawal, hiding, or distraction to avoid social exposure and can be defensive or retaliatory anger. So people can retaliate with anger as well. Shame can be triggered by personal failure, social rejection, criticism, trauma, and unmet expectations. The psychological and behavior effects is either chronic or intense. Shame that is strongly associated with depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, eating disorders, substance abuse, and societal withdrawal. The doctor's strategies say practice self-compassion, adjusting to personal expectations, seeking social support, and therapeutic interventions. That's the medical standpoint. But the spiritual standpoint shows that it's a root chakra that is at the base of your spine. And the function for it is that it's responsible for feelings of safety, security, and grounding. So if your root chakra is off, yeah, you're going to feel it. But when it's in balance, it can lead to the feelings of, when it's in balance, when that root chakra is in balance, you can have feelings of insecurity and anxiety. A blocked root chakra may manifest as restlessness and lack of stability, contributing to chronic anxiety, as well as your solar plexus chakra that's located above your navel and below your heart. It functions is associated with the power of your self-esteem and confidence. When it's imbalanced, it leads to feeling of low self-worth and confidence, which can exacerbate your anxiety symptoms. When balanced, it promotes a strong sense of self. So I'm saying this is because we do have a chakra system, okay? And I know many living from the hood, their root chakra has been imbalanced and their solar plexus chakra has been imbalanced. So both chakras has been affected in some time. of their life if it's not healed and put back in balance. And I bring this up because I'm from the hood, and I know most definitely that my root chakra has been imbalanced for a while, as well as my solar plexus. But now that I know about the chakras and how to balance them without medicine, I'm good. You know, this is what they really don't talk about. They put the doctors in place to give us medicine versus doing our research on ourselves, figuring out, okay, this is wrong with me. How can I do research to help me, help myself, holistic health? You know, they don't really tell us about holistic health, but it works. And I ain't no medicine taker. I don't take medicine. When that doctor said, oh, you look like you have anxiety. Let me give you some pills. Like, dude, you ain't even evaluate me or nothing. You just tagged that label onto me. Like, I felt some type of way. But I knew then that I needed to search for healing. And I went to my divine mother and father for help. And they showed me the chakra system. And all my chakras is balanced. I was living in my lower chakra, in which that was my root chakra. Coming from the hood, we all live out of that. Especially with the feeling of being safe. You know, just imagine living in the city, bullets flying all over the place. And the crazy part was, when I was growing up, I had a cousin that knew all the names of the sounds of the guns. Oh, that's a 9mm. That's an AK. I was like shook. Just hearing that. And we live in the hood. When you live in the hood be hooding. And that's the thing. Why you think that our police force in the hoods are small? Or why you think that it's police in our area that don't even live in our area and treat us like crap? They want our root chakras to be off balance. Our solar plexus chakras to be off balance. You know? Growing up in Chicago, like, I promise you, I done seen it all. But one thing for sure and one thing for certain, they couldn't tell me I didn't matter. I knew I mattered. You know, that's one thing they couldn't break in me. I was raised to understand that we breathe the same air. And we shit the same. We piss the same. We eat the same. The only difference is the melanin in our skin. That's it. It's the melanin in our skin. And when you think about the melanin in the skin, our bodies adapt to the regions that we're born in. But you know, we just have to dig deeper and understand, why is this like this? Why is this like this? And I'm continuously searching, because this world, have us living in it. I take my free will back. I'm sovereign. I know who's guiding me. I don't allow nobody to dictate nothing to me. I go to the Most High for guidance. I go to the Most High for clarity. I go to the Most High with my issues. I lay my burdens down because I know trouble don't last always. And for the ones that feel like trouble just keep coming, think about how you live in your life. Are you in a toxic cycle? Like, God reflects what needs to be healed. Like, with me, it was lust. I'm not gonna lie. I treated men like they treated women. And I'm like, okay, so if they want to play that game. But I wasn't thinking wisely, you know? And so what happened is God kept giving me those lustful men because of my lust, reflecting to me what I needed to heal. You know? The universe reflects back to us what needs to be healed. So when I see an issue in a person that I don't like, okay, that's a reflection to me, telling me what I need to heal. Once we understand that, we'll be free. Until then, if you think life a game, I don't know what to say. You gotta take it seriously. Because these devil energies roaming this world, I promise you, they could trick you out of your free will. Trick you into doing things that you don't want to do. Trick you into doing things that you'll regret later and put it in the closet. Then it become a skeleton versus facing it and healing it. Yeah, I did wrong. I'm not a bad person. I just made a bad choice. That's all it's about. Knowing that your past is not your future. Keep it pushing. Ashe.